You're just waiting around for me. Okay. Well, all right.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh. What's up?
Not much.
Do you have to work today?
Nope, I called off.
Huzzah!
I ain't doing that shit. But I'll have to do it tomorrow. What was
I
that?
still haven't gotten a phone call from the people to tell me if I passed my drug test or not. If I didn't, they would tell me, right? I mean, that would be the honorable thing to do.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
Well, I could totally see them just being like, "Oh, we wasted all this money. Fuck that guy," and like not calling me back or something. I don't know. If I don't hear anything on Monday, I'll call. You know, it is city government, right? They could just be like just slow.
Yeah, it's probably it.
Anyway. I'm considering going outside today.
Why?
Why? Well, I need vitamin D. I don't have any supplements for vitamin
Yeah,
D.
there's no sunlight around here.
I want to live somewhere that's like overcast, like 300 days a year, instead of Colorado where it's sunny 300 days a year. So I guess I need to move to someplace like Seattle or Oregon.
Right. I like to appreciate the sun, you know?
Yeah.
Like that Dark Souls, that that whole lore seeped deep into my life. Now I'm like, I want to be able to praise the sun.
Have you ever played the game Dragon's Dogma?
Nah.
It's that's really cool day-night cycle, and like at night things actually get like really stressful. So you like really appreciate the day.
Yeah.
Are you playing that?
Yeah.
Mm.
It's not even a guitar, it's my cock.
It's just fully erect, and you're just twanging it like it's a wire, huh?
Yep. No, I haven't played guitar in a while, so I wanted to get on here and see who was on, but I still have my guitar
It's
on
been
me. So
pretty
it's like,
vacant today.
yep.
I have a guitar, but I never learned how to really play it properly.
Yeah. I learned a couple of tangs, but never got involved in a band.
Mm-hmm. I also have a violin, which I haven't learned to play.
That would be awesome. I want to learn something like that.
Oh.
I pretty much freestyle just about everything, so when you hear me stop, it's because I'm like, oh, I ran out of...
My brain has run out of new improvisation for the moment.
But it's not... it's one of those issues of like, I can come up with shit to improv, but...
Translating that into your fingers is a different thing.
Yeah, I guess my fingers have an idea of like where to go, but it's different than what sounds I want to make. So it's like I'll do a like I'll hit a sour note when I shouldn't, and it kind of fucks up the flow. So it's like it's this weird thing where it's like NI is like trying to come up with shit, but then it's like anti-NI when I fuck something up. It's a fragile state.
Oh, hey, Neptune. Did you see the INTP poll results? How do you feel about being the most moist? Do you want to go back to being an INTP now that you're the most moist of the INTPs?
He's like the most moist INTP, least moist INFP. He's the best of both worlds.
I saw something rather weird today. That if you look at people that have taken these personality tests, Iran has like an absurdly high concentration of INTPs.
Really?
Yeah. Or you can also look at other countries too. I took the test and it seems pretty accurate, at least for me. So.
You know what? That might make sense. If you factor in all the Allahu Akbar shit, I mean, basically you just have people that are desperately trying to escape existence.
Well, you know, Iran is actually a lot different than it appears in our media. It's
Right.
very.
Yeah, I was making a.
I know, but they're like
culture
extremely
correlation.
scientifically literate, right? If it wasn't for the sanctions on the nuclear program, which affects like all of their science, right? Because it's like this could be used for nuclear research, and it's like beakers, you know. If it wasn't for that, like Iran would be like an intellectual, like scientific superpower. So I find it interesting that they have such a high concentration of people that are typing as INTPs as well.
Yeah, that's cool.
They also have in STEM, they also have like majority women in STEM, which I found surprising for an Arab country, you know. Yeah, INTP turbulent, whatever. I don't really know what those turbulent versus.
I mean, honestly, I don't know if it's the way that they present it, but it's like turbulent is more. Like I see A as like aligning with some of the more aggressive parts
assertive versus turbulent. Okay. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah, it's like turbulence, like more flowy, more malleable, more like if you get a.
It's like a matter of how much like stress and stuff affects you. Also, I'm just kind of reading this. So it's like they're saying that assertive individuals are like more self-assured, even-tempered, stress-resistant, whereas like turbulent people are more self-conscious, you know, more sensitive to stress, and are like success-driven and perfection.
Neptune.
But yeah,
Neptune tapped into some of that NI to give us that.
assertive is stone.
Personality types.
Stone equals boring.
I love the what you call it, the like the alternate thing that Jacob had posted. It's like the SPs were labeled as the "oh shit nigga, what the fuck are you doing" crew. The SJs were, they told me I could become anything, so I became exactly what they wanted. NFs were the real feel crew, and the NTs were what were they? Oh, it was called the "So You're Going to Die Alone" group. The NTs.
Yeah.
I like how the ENTP was labeled as sociopath full raid gear. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, hey, I won a popularity contest. That's pretty entertaining. But just to show that I'm more of a turbulent individual, then my brain started kicking into gear like, oh no, if I'm
Ken,
popular now, that just means it's downhill from here. What?
what if you're wrong? Maybe it's because you're a man and everyone's sexist.
Maybe.
I'm just kidding.
The
Oh! The other day I got in trouble because I suggested, when everyone said Suzanne is best in bed, is that just because she's a girl?
Wait, what? Can you
And
repeat
then
that?
Suzanne, for the INTP test, and then
Uh,
Suzanne was like, "Wow, not only are you implying sexism, but you're like blaming other people for like being sexist." And I was like, "Yes, yes, I'm being very divisive." Well, Neptune, the only reason people are voting for you to become the most evil is because of how fervently you oppose it, and it makes people think that you're particularly vulnerable to it. So if it did take over, right, it would be very, very, um, you know, extreme, I guess, the evil.
didn't say to go to the news feed. Is not what I wanted.
But see, your fear of evil makes it more real. Slowly in the back of your mind, it coalesces and churns, waiting for a moment of weakness to take over.
What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, more people did this. Is actually an INFJ. Apparently, people think that Sun and She are more likely to be INFJs than me. He's into anal. Still one. Me and She, apparently, are the two front runners for being into anal. I'm still the most likely to starve to death. I'm still apparently in the lead for being an ENTP magnet. Most likely to work on a porn shoot. I still win. Most ENTP INFJ. Still me. Is actually a wizard. Yeah. Still, nobody thinks I'm going to get married.
I find it interesting that when it was like the dichotomy between wizard or warlock, people favor you for warlock.
Yeah.
That seems to be what I take from that.
Yeah, that is interesting.
You wouldn't be a wizard. You'd be a warlock.
That is true, though. I mean, I couldn't put up with the fucking bureaucracy of wizards. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd have to run that shit solo.
Are wizards kind of just like the magical academics? You know, they have to go through like the bureaucratic hierarchy of like their order and like do all this other stuff. Whereas the warlock is kind of like that crazy guy that like just does whatever he wants. Like
Warlock's like, listen, if I try to go to these cunts and ask for a pile of bones, they're not going to give it to me because they're banned.
Dude, I can't believe that Josh and me are tied for biggest hypochondriac. Wait, for a second I thought that was most unhealthy. Never mind.
I think a lot of people don't know who Josh is, so they voted you. Because Josh, I think, would win that if everyone knew.
Yeah, right though.
I do like how apparently Lightbulb is beating me on who would be most willing to sacrifice a living creature. Most likely to become an actor or actress. Aw, thanks, guys. I got a 1-point lead.
Well, that's not mutually exclusive with the porn shoot thing, right? So it's kind of like.
Yeah, I voted Ken for that. I like seriously think you should like go to improv school or something.
Go to improv school without my dick, and they'll be like, "You should be on a porn shoot."
Improvisational porn, Ken. That's your future.
Actually, there's a. Hold on, I gotta.
Hey, all the percentages are really nice right now because it's like 10 people exactly have taken the test, so everything's like in nice increments.
Everybody would take She to a rave, pretty much.
Where's the rave question? Who would you take to? Yeah, it takes She.
I also voted She.
Most paranoid INFJ. I'm glad I didn't win that. Fucking Kestrel.
Well, it's just because of all the every time it's like someone mentions something, he's like, "There's a conspiracy for that," and I'm paranoid about it.
Most likely have an STD. I'm surprised I got 2 votes. I'm like, I kind of have to do shit in order for that to occur. Most moist. Somebody voted sun is the most. Somebody voted she is just being a bit more moist, but apparently I am clearly the most moist besides she. Most likely to be infamous. People are thinking Kestrel. Yeah. Alright, INFJ is annoying. No. Yes. Light bulb. Still glad I'm not on the Hitler list.
Well, it was because right before we took this, he like got into Holocaust denial stuff. So obviously everyone voted for him.
He doesn't think that